picked up Julia's book because my pastor and his wife picked it up first, and my pastor's wife led a small group, and she was like, this is life-changing. This is like rocking our world. You know, we're all like in tears. I'm like, oh my gosh, what is this book? My name is Caroline Magana. This is my testimony about how Dream I Dare You not only impacted my life, changed my life, turned it upside down, flipped it over, and gave me so much more than I could have ever imagined. I didn't know I'd stopped dreaming. I was a dreamer since I was a kid. I love dreaming. I love envisioning things. Julia does a great job at asking a lot of really great questions that help you think critically about where you are in your journey and where you came from. And I didn't realize how stuck I was. So I didn't even realize that I was looking for answers. I was just angry and burnt out and frustrated. I think I wanted to know if God was listening. I think maybe it was the biggest answer I was looking for, but didn't realize like how stuck I was until I had started going through the book. Honestly, I just felt kind of purposeless. Like I was like, what am I doing? What am I doing with my life? Am I making an impact? Is this where I want my life to go? And yeah, I was feeling pretty stuck. I had a really beautiful relationship with the Lord, and then a lot of junk happened, and I felt like I put up a wall, or at the time I thought he'd put up a wall, or whatever was happening. So I think I was just afraid that like I'd lost my faith, and what I believed wasn't true about me or about my relationship with God. Our pastor was like, we need to do this. This is awesome. And so we actually did a retreat with Julia, with our staff, and then another campus staff, because we're a multi-campus church. And we went away, and she came and did this whole retreat, which was, oh my gosh, incredible. My husband and I, we had dreamt of doing ministry together. We met doing ministry together, and we had all of these dreams, and I forgot about all of them. Some pretty crappy things happened, and both of us were hurt really badly, and we both went into survival mode, and we both stopped dreaming, and neither of us knew that we had. So a huge gift. I mean, the whole book's about dreaming, right? So that's a huge gift, is just we started dreaming again. We started dreaming together. We started remembering old dreams that we felt like the Lord had placed in our heart, that we had buried just out of almost like safety for our own hearts, because they had been broken so many times, like around that dream. And that was beautiful. So just the excitement and the joy of resurrecting those old dreams. So it's really beautiful, because Julia leans into the Holy Spirit quite a bit, and she did a great job at creating a resource to help you heal. So like from like childhood things that I didn't even know I was holding on to. There were things in my childhood that were, deep rooted insecurities and lies that I had like based my life on. So I didn't know that. So that was so unexpected, and obviously so needed in healing to bring that out through this process. And it was just beautiful to watch like the Lord then go in and heal those parts of me. And I did this with my spouse. So watching him go through this book and this process, and the retreat we did with Julia was also like that was more healing than I'd expected to, because you watch, your spouse is like your favorite person, they're your best friend, and to learn the lies they believe helps you understand them better. And it made our marriage so much better. So that was really beautiful. There were things in our marriage that got healed too. And the things that when we did the retreat, Julia spoke into my husband, I was crying. I'm not a crier. I was sobbing the whole time, because I needed to hear someone else believe in him when I believed in him, and to watch the Holy Spirit move through her, and then just to take the book and make all of those things concrete that she had spoken over him in the retreat was beautiful to watch. It gives you so many tools. So it's not like she's just like, hey, you're not dreaming, go dream. She's like, no, this is how to dream. This is how to sustain it. This is how to become healthier. This is how to go through the process. And she's so brilliant, and obviously so Holy Spirit led that you take it step by step and implement all these tools, and you start watching your dreams happen. And another gift that I feel like I got courage from reading this book, that I lost completely. Like, I'd become a doormat and a people pleaser, and I completely forgot who I was or who I was called to be, which was really sad to watch happen. But she through this book, brought out who I am, who God says I am, what God thinks of me, what God thinks of my husband, what God thinks of us together in ministry, outside, whatever it looks like for our family. And then she just kind of gave us permission to dream, and then be bold in that and have courage in that. And I've watched this, and so many other people too have gone through it, who started kind of insecure and timid and now have this like beautiful voice, which is such an awesome gift. And it's beautiful to realize you've lost it and then to find it again, all within, a 8-week or couple week experience. So if you're on the fence about reading it, jump over the fence and read it. I highly recommend doing it in a group with other women or men, to help you process, and kind of link arms with other people so that you guys can do it together. I knew it was gonna be uncomfortable, but my gosh, is it worth it? And it's, Julia writes she's incredibly kind. It's not like it's uncomfortable in a bad way. It's like uncomfortable in like a growing pains kind of way, like you're growing. Dreaming is a gift from the Lord, and the enemy wants nothing more than to keep you distracted and stagnant. Because if you're not walking in who God's called you to be, or in the purpose he's given you, or you're not living, fully alive in who you are, like, the enemy's winning. And you're not impacting people like you can, and you're not living life like you can. So if you've got a dream and you buried it like I did, or you're afraid of getting hurt, you're afraid, like, if it's God's plan for you, he's not going to let other people take that away. And he's going to give you everything you need, which he probably already has given you everything you already need to accomplish that dream and to make that dream a reality. And this book is kind of a conduit to help you get there. So your dreams are beautiful, and the world needs them. The world needs you to step into them, to be bold and to take that leap of faith. There are people out there who need what you have to offer. So I would say, if you feel like, you're not worthy of your dream, that's a lie. And you're more than enough, because God wouldn't have given you that dream if it wasn't for you to fulfill. So I'm Caroline. This is my story, and dream on.